The king is back, ladies and gentlemen. My outlook on life and women has changed drastically over the course of the last, a few months. I'm on semen retention still since the 12th of June this year. And I abstain from having sex. I'm abstaining from masturbation. I never watched porn. Well, back in the days, yes, but I don't do this. And obviously, I'm not natural. I'm taking testosterone, and I was always blessed with a very high sex drive, even, right? And I talk about this with guys from my coaching, or with other people in general, right? And a lot of guys from my coaching have this problem. They tell me, Fabio, I have this huge sex drive and all of those things, and how do you do that? Well, it's a decision, right? And it's not only a decision, I had some kind of epiphany. Just think about it. Let me start differently. When I engage with a woman, right, and I think about having a woman in my life, me being with her is the biggest present I can give her, right? My presence and my resources, my time, my energy, my care, my love. And what's important as well is my life force, ladies and gentlemen, my semen, right? And in nowadays time, unfortunately, we don't value that anymore. And I've been there, I've done that too. So I don't point fingers here like you do no. I did this as well. Before I came to this conclusion to be on semen retention, man, I had a rotation of women. I've been in a relationship with multiple women at the same time. And I had those experiences, right? And I know how it feels like to be some kind of player or I know how it feels like to level up the sex game so much that you can make her have multiple orgasms and she's like, oh, she's all in heaven. I've been there, I've done that. Just to come to the conclusion it's not worth it. And there's a saying in German, and I don't know how to properly translate it into English, but it basically means, it's an English saying as well, that wise people learn from the mistakes of others. Therefore, I make this video, right? So you don't have to go the same path. But oftentimes, that's a funny thing. If you want to teach something to somebody, yes, you give them your wisdom, but at the same time, you take experience from them. So it might be good and beneficial, but for others, they need to have the experience. It was for this in my case, right? I don't know where this came from. Maybe it was some trauma. I thought about it because I'm on Solitude as well. Yes, I speak with the guys from my coaching, right? And my brothers from the New Elite, yes, we have contact. But most of the time, in my days, I don't speak to anybody, right? I'm all by my own. Solitude. And it's the best thing, I'm eating. It's the best thing that could ever happen to me. So, to all of you guys, I think, and chasing women, and ask yourself where this is coming from. For me, it was like this. Unfortunately, I deleted all of the old pictures I had for myself. But when I was in high school, like, I don't know, starting with 13 until 16, 17, maybe. And when I started to be 18, I slowly but steadily, worked my way around women. I made a lot of mistakes, but I finally started to have more encounters and more sex and more of those things, and I learned and I experienced, right? But let me tell you, for me, what led me to think, okay, I have to be this player was I didn't get girls in high school. I was rejected. Why? Because I was a fat idiot. I was sitting around playing video games, jerking off all day long, right? And then, well, at least I had the balls to approach women somehow. But, well, I got rejected, of course, because your outlook, right, is your first impression on others, right? And I didn't take care of myself at all. And I didn't understand it back in the days. For me, back in the days, it was like, okay, I want to have sex. Whoa. But they don't fuck with me. Wait. They didn't understand it. And this rejection, right? When I was younger, it hurt me. So I assume, therefore, this trauma started. And then to maybe to heal my younger self, I started to engage in this degenerate behavior. Well, yes, it's like so. And fast forward to today, I understand. Fast forward to today, I learned it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I want to cleanse myself, right? So I don't waste my semen on women that are not worth it anymore. I don't waste my time, my resources, my energy on women that are not worth it anymore. And I started visualizing and thinking about, okay, what kind of woman do I actually want, right? And the good thing about all the experiences I had is I saw a lot of character traits, a lot of personality traits, a lot of women. Some were more slim, some had more tits and ass, some were a bit taller, some were a bit smaller, some were more feminine, some a little bit more masculine, and some had a good family bond, some had a bad family bond, and like all of those things. So I finally learned, back in the days, I was spending a lot of time with women because I wanted to have sex. And it changed. I learned, okay, for me nowadays, feminine woman, right? Virgin. I want a virgin by my side, because nowadays, if I would start dating again, right? It's not for having sex. It's not for having a random companion. Nowadays, if I would date again, right? If I would give my time, my presence, which is a present, to a woman again, it's with a purpose. What's the purpose? The purpose is to procreate, right? I don't need a partner. Not at all, because I'm self-sufficient. And in Solitude, I figured out I'm great. Bro, I'm amazing. I wasn't aware before, but I tell you, it is what it is. And me being by myself, learning that I'm actually amazing, means I don't need somebody else to give me some kind of fulfillment for love, compassion, or cuddling, or sex, or there's nobody in this world that can give me a feeling that I don't have already inside of myself, me being just by myself. Right? So the next step is, and this is something all of you guys need to learn, right? So many guys go into dating, right? Because they see it like a missing puzzle piece, but it's not like so. Listen, a feminine and masculine relationship, of course, it's always like this yin and yang kind of thing. Yes, it is, and those polarities attract, and it should be like this. And when you're in a good relationship, you go hand in hand together. Yes, true. But as a man, as a masculine man, pardon again, you provide, like you give. And this is it. Like with your primary sexual organ, it's there to give. It's not there to receive. And women, on the other hand, They have something to receive. And as I started to understand this, I started to be by myself, and I started to think, right? No distractions, no phones, just me. Sometimes I'm just by myself. I turn the phone off more often nowadays, right? And I just am. Maybe in nature, maybe at the beach, maybe at home, right? And this gives me time to think. So, how should she be? Beautiful, of course. And like when she's next to me, maybe like this tall, right? Kind of small. That's so cute. I like that. Feminine, funny, honest, loyal, good family bond, especially with her dad. Smart. Not brainwashed by today's society. But this is something where I can lead her out of. Maybe going to the university. I don't know. And I'm there to take her hand, make her life better. And then we won't have sex immediately. I need to take some time to get to know her. Because as soon as we men, and this is what I learned as well, have sex with another woman, vision is blurry. Right? Because you get this hormone cocktail suddenly. I'm in heaven. I came. Ejaculation, huh? And then we forget to think logically again. We are all emotional, like she should be, like the feminine being should be. Think about it. So, if I find the one that's really a virgin, right? And I trust in her word, at some point I will figure out. And she checks the other boxes too. My deal with her is to have her constantly in my life, be my wife one day, and we have children. This is it. And I provide a family for her. And this is my outlook on dating nowadays again. Man, lately, or was it this week even, I blocked a girl. She had a lot of interest in me. But she was playing games, and I was just looking. How does she behave? How does she this and that? Blocked her. But let her know, right? I didn't ghost or something. Let her know. Fucked up behavior. I don't want to go into detail. Maybe on another video. But that's not the point here. The point here is, and maybe this is something interesting for you as well. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your resources, your energy on women that are not worth it anymore. Right? Because what we send out is what we attract. Right? And what I'm sending out is more clean energy. I take care of myself. I take care of who I bond with. Right? I don't want to mix my energy with women anymore that are not worth it. Soon 5 months on semen retention. Soon half a year. Maybe up to a year, because I don't feel the urge to release. Think about it. And I'm taking testosterone. My testosterone levels are higher than most of you guys out there. So that means my sex drive naturally is already very amplified. Think about it. So it's pure control. Pure control. I'm horny too. But there's something that's called sexual transmutation. Look into it it's not Neville Goddard, it's the other smart guy from Think and Grow Rich. Something with an N as well, right? Napoleon Hill. Look into it. He's speaking about it. And a lot of occult teaching are talking about it too. I think there's something on the internet from Melanie Palmer Hall. Genius. Dangerous wisdom sometimes, but genius. Yeah. What's the point? The point is, man, control yourself. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your life force. Don't waste your energy. Don't waste your resources on women that are not worth it. Because like so, you would stuck in a cycle of attracting the same kind of women that are not worth it. Nowadays, dating is like a pond. Especially online dating, bro. Tinder. Right? Catch a fish. Have the fish. Show to your friends. Look at the fish I just caught, right? And then you throw it back into the pond. A fish that got caught by 10 other guys, 20 other guys, 30 other guys before. There's nothing to be proud of. I make myself so valuable right now. A true king, a true diamond. So I expect my partner to be the same. And my partner can only be a true diamond if she wasn't fucked before. If she's truly feminine. If she doesn't have a burden, a backpack full of trauma. Right? Yeah. And in order to attract those kinds of women, beautiful, cute, giggly, girly, funny, loyal, loving me with the whole heart and soul, her family loves me because I'm amazing. All of those things, I have to deserve it. So in order to deserve it, I have to be this man that attracts her by being a man that is worthy of attracting her. I'm going there every day. Little step more, little step more, little step more. And soon she will find me. And then from there, let's see. But until then, I don't see a reason to waste my life force, to exchange my energy with another human being, regardless of how hot she looks. Because the reality we can see, right? Everything, this, it's not real. And this is the interesting thing about the reality. Reality is not what we think it is. It's actually the other side, the other way around. Reality is vibrations, frequencies, energies. Something you can only perceive when you attune to it, right? Most people think this is reality. This is just because it was in here before. Everything there is that is not from nature was a thought before, right? Everything, this fridge, everything was a thought before. That means thought is the seed for reality. That means this is not real, this is not real. No, reality comes from here. Think about it. Because if we don't think about this thingy to kill flies, right? It's just in existence because somebody thought about it. This spoon, my food, this water bottle, everything was a thought first and therefore it is. That means to come back to the source in here, change how the source vibrates, like so, the reality changes. This is what I'm doing. Internal alchemy to be a man that vibrates on a level that attracts a girl how I want her to be. Like so, I can procreate. And not by wasting my energy and exchanging with women that are not worthy. That's today's King Talk, and I'm getting so big. I love all of you. See you next time. Mwah!